All right, how you guys doing today? About to hop into the reading of Genesis 49 and 50. First things first, though, love to make sure you like the video, hit a like, exit full screen, scroll just a little bit, like the video, full screen it back up. Feel me. Genesis 49. And Jacob called unto his sons and said, Gather yourselves together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days. Gather yourselves together, and hear, ye sons of Jacob, and hearken unto Israel your father. Reuben, thou art my firstborn, my might, and the beginning of my strength, and the excellency of dignity, and the excellency of power. Unstable is water, thou shalt not excel, but thou wentest up to my father's bed, and thou didst defile it, you did. He went up into my couch. Simeon and Levi are brethren, instruments of cruelty are in their habitations. O my soul, come not unto their secret, unto their assembly, mine honor be thou not united, for in anger they slew a man, and in their self-will they dragged down a wall. Cursed be their anger, for it was fierce, and their wrath, for it was cruel. I will divide them in Jacob and scatter them in Israel. Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise, thy hand shall be in the neck of thine enemies, and thy father's children shall bow down before thee. Judah is the lion's whelp from thy prey. My son, thou art gone up. He stooped down. He crouched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall rouse him up? The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet until Shiloh come. And unto him shall the gathering of the people be. Binding his foal into the vine, and his donkey's colt unto the choice vine, he washed his garments in wine, and his clothes in the blood of grapes. His eyes shall be red with wine, and his teeth white with milk. Zebulun shall dwell in the haven of the sea, and he shall have a haven of ships, and his border shall be in the Zidon. Issachar is a strong donkey, couching between two burdens. He saw that the rest was good, and the land that it was pleasant, and bowed his shoulder to bear, and he became a servant unto tribute. Dan shall judge his people, as of one of the tribes of Israel. Dan shall be a serpent by the way, an adder in the path, that biteth the horse's heels, so that the rider shall fall backwards. I have waited for thy salvation, O Lord. Gad, a troop shall overcome him, but he shall overcome at the last. Out of Asher his bread shall be fat, and he shall yield royal dainties. Naphtali is a hind let loose. He giveth goodly words. Joseph is a fruitful bow. He is fruitful bow by a well, whose branches runneth over the wall. The archers have sorely grieved him, and shot at him, and hated him. But his bow abode in strength, and the arms of his hands were made strong by the hands of the mighty God of Jacob. From thence is the shepherd, the stone of Israel. Even by the God of the Father, who shall help thee, and the Almighty, who bless thee with the blessings of heaven above, blessings of the deep that lie under, and blessings of the breast and of the womb. The blessing of the Father has prevailed above the blessings of the progenitors into the utmost bound of the everlasting hills. It shall be on the head of Joseph, and on the crown of the head of him that was separate from his brethren. And Benjamin shall raven as a wolf, and in the morning he shall devour the prey, and at night he shall divide the spoil. All these are the 12 tribes of Israel, and that is what their father spake unto them, and blessed them every one according to the blessing he blessed them. And he charged them and said unto them, I am to be gathered unto my people, buried with my fathers in the cave that is in the field of Ephron the Hittite, and in the cave of the field of Machpelah, which is before Mamre in the land of Canaan, which Abraham bought of the field of Ephron the Hittite for possession of a burying place. And there they buried Abraham and Sarah his wife, and there they buried Isaac and Rebekah his wife, and there I buried Leah. The purchase of the field and of the cave therein was from the children of Heth. And when Jacob made an end of commanding his sons, he gathered up his feet unto the bed, and yielded up the ghost, and was gathered unto his people. In chapter 50. And Joseph fell upon his father's face, and wept unto him, and kissed him. And Joseph commanded his servants, the physicians, to embalm his father, and the physicians embalmed Israel. And 40 days were fulfilled for him, for so are fulfilled the days of those which are embalmed, and the Egyptians mourned for him for 60 days. And when the days of his mourning were past, Joseph spake unto the house of Pharaoh, saying, If now I have found grace in your eyes, speak, I pray you, in the ears of Pharaoh, saying, My father made me swear, Lo, I die, and in my grave which I have digged for me in the land of Canaan, there shalt thou bury me. Now therefore let me go up, I pray thee, and bury my father, and I will come again. And Pharaoh said, Go up and bury thy father, as according as he made thee swear. And Joseph went up to bury his father, and with him went all the servants of Pharaoh, and the elders of his house, and all the elders in the land of Egypt, and all the house of Joseph, and his brethren, and his father's house, only their little ones, and their flocks, and their herds they left in the land of Goshen. And there went up with him both chariots and horsemen, and it was a very great company. And they came to the threshing floor of Atad, which is beyond the Jordan, and they mourned there great and very sore with a lamentation. And he made a mourning for his father 7 days. And when the inhabitants of the land, the Canaanites, saw the mourning of the floor of Atad, they said, This is a grievous mourning to the Egyptians, wherefore the name of which was called Ebezel-Meraim, which is beyond Jordan. And his sons did unto him according to as he commanded them. For his sons carried him unto the land of Canaan, and buried him in the field of Machpelah, which Abraham bought for the field of a possession for a burying place of Ephron the Hittite before Mamre. And Joseph returned to Egypt, he and his brethren, and all that went up to bury him his father, after he buried his father. And when Joseph's brethren saw that their father was dead, they said, Joseph will peradventure hate us, and will certainly requite us as the evil we did unto him. And they sent a messenger unto Joseph, saying, Thy father did command before he died, saying, So shall ye give unto Joseph, forgive, I pray thee now, the trespasses of thy brethren and their sin. For they did unto thee evil, and now we pray thee, forgive the trespasses of the servants of the God of thy father. And Joseph wept when they spake unto him. And his brethren also went, and they fell down before his face, and said, Behold, we be thy servants. And Joseph said unto them, Fear not, for I am in the place of God. And as for you, you thought evil against me, but God meant it unto good, to bring it to pass as in this day to save much people alive. Now therefore fear ye not, I will nourish you and your little ones. And he comforted them, and he spake kindly unto them. And Joseph dwelt in Egypt, he and his father's house, and Joseph lived 110 years. And Joseph saw Ephraim's children to the third generation, and the children of Machir, the son of Manasseh, were brought up upon Joseph's knees. And Joseph said unto his brethren, I die, and God will surely visit you and bring you out of this land into the land he swore to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob. And Joseph took an oath of the children of Israel, saying, God will surely visit you, and ye shall carry my bones from hence. So Joseph died, being 110 years old, and they embalmed him, and he was put in a coffin in Egypt. And that's all. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.